Hello, can you hear me? Please, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining the live class. And like I've stated before in my message, the live class is just to go through some of the things that we actually done during the week. So I decided to make this class like this because of some of us that are working class, and you know, just imagine that we're having a live class every time for the classes that we should be taking. You can see how many people we have in a live class too. So it's very important that we try to join a live class. That's the only way that we can interact, talk to ourselves, and see or sort whatever issues that we have. So I'll be checking the chat session. If you have anything you want to say, you can actually drop it in the chat session. And sorry, I actually joined late as well. I just came back from the mosque not too long, so sorry about that. So I don't know. Yeah, for those of us here, how many of us watched the video, the two videos I dropped? You can just comment and we can move on. How many of us have watched the video and did the assignment? I've watched the video and I've done the assignment. Just comment. Okay. Oh, just one person out of the people that we have online. Okay, that is not actually encouraging. Yeah, I'm very sure it is not encouraging. And the reason is that I spent some time to ensure that actually, I tried my best to ensure that the video is well explanatory, and I think I took it step by step just so that we can understand all those things. What I'm teaching you all is not as if it is something new. I don't know if you understand the point. It is not as if it's something new, but then these are some of the informations you can actually find them online. But then the only difference is that number one, I am trying to explain it in such a way that you all are going to understand it. And I'm doing that with practical examples. And at the same time, I'll also be there to guide you to I'll be there to guide you to guide you in case you have any question, in case you have any challenge, why doing all these things. And that is why I've made it practical oriented. So the only difference between what I'm teaching and what you might have seen before is the fact that it is practical oriented. You know, it is just based on practical. Personally, most of you might not know me, but if you know me, I don't like talking too much. I like to show. I like to show, you know, that is the best way to teach somebody. And that is how we've structured even our program at Creative User Technologies as well, which is my academy. We like to show because that is the best way to learn. If clients are giving you projects, that is what they want to see. Currently, before the chat or while the chat was going on, I just had to take an excuse. I was actually, I have been chatting with one of my clients. I've been chatting with one of my clients. I actually worked for him, and he referred me to one of his friends as well. And why did he refer me? It was because he liked the work I did for him. And honestly, is we are also, talking about a new project as well. Maybe I will show you the chat. Let me see if I can show you the chat. I don't want to let me see if I can. I will just show you the chat, but then I actually worked for him last month. There are some things I like to, I would like to be sharing on the group just to motivate you all. But then I there are some reasons I'm trying to, keep those things low key. And at the same time, I don't want it to be as if it is money that will be the drive. You get, I don't want it to be as if it's money that will be the drive for you guys to learn all these things. The skills trying to, teach everyone here, even if it is not useful for you to be offering services to clients, it will be very, very useful for your own personal business as well, or even for your own personal branding. Most of the content you see out there, it is not as if somebody sat down to be writing it. Life is easy now. You need to roll with the tide. We have AI, everywhere. And you should learn to use all these things to your own advantage. Even if you cannot learn how to code, if you cannot learn how to code, if you cannot learn how to build websites, you cannot learn how to build apps, the best thing, in fact, and the most important thing you can do is to ensure that you use all the tools that people are building. Ensure you have the opportunity to use it for your own advantage. So, and that is exactly what we'll be doing in this class. And we started with ChatGPT. So I don't want to talk too much. Before I leave, please, someone should just remind me. Let me show you the chat with the guy. He actually referred me, and I sent the person who referred me a message. The person is not replying. So I've been trying to communicate with him just to ensure that I reach the other person as well. If I'm able to reach the new person he referred me to, I know actually what's going to come out from it. So that is how it is. The guy is in Canada anyway, so you can see the flexibility. He does not even know where I stay, but what I did for him, he was impressed, and he actually referred me again to somebody that he knows. So this is how these things are possible. You just need to know. You just need to have the skill. You need to be able to defend whatever skill you have anywhere. So, and that's the essence. You can say I did a video and I also added assignment to it. There is nothing more again. That is the best way to learn. If you do the assignment and you actually did well, then it should. Personally, I'll be happy because I would have known that I passed a message, and the message is what's clear, and people have grabbed it and they are able to do things on their own. So enough of the talk. Let's quickly go to what we have for today. So I'll just take you through some of those things we did. And yes, if you have any question, you can ask. I'll also talk about some of the things I did not mention during the class. So quickly, this one is for okay. This is just you'd have seen from this side here. I'm very sure you can see my cursor. You'd have seen that this is something I use almost every time. You can see since 2023 on, I don't know, let me just scroll back, please. Okay, not even 2023, you can see since 2022. So the thing is, the most important thing is that when a tool is out, learn to use it to your advantage. That is just one thing I want you to take. At least one of the things I want you to take from this screen already if you watch the video. Now you can create a new chat here. This chat GPT is just like your WhatsApp that you can chat with a lot of people. You can chat with so many friends that you have. So the friend here is the of options here. These are different chats that I've created. So if I want to do something new and I don't want it to be mixed with, this was the one I did for the class. So if I want to do something new, what I just need to do is come to this place. This is new chat. If you click on it, it is going to create a new chat for me. So, and you are here. So one of the things that you need to take notes when you are working with ChatGPT, like I said before, is that you need to ensure that your prompt is very rich. Please ensure that your prompt is very. There are so many things you can do with ChatGPT. There was one of my students, not even there was one of my students now, currently writes storybook. You can follow her page, Story Smart, on Facebook. She just started few months ago. When she learned this chat GPT, she actually started using it to create stories, and she'll post it on social media, and for people to follow. And if at the end of the day she's able to monetize the page, I don't know if you can imagine the kind of revenue she'll be getting from the page. That is another thing you can do with ChatGPT. You don't need to sit down and start racking your brain to generate content. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I talked about so many things that you need to add, to your prompt to make it look, you know, to make it rich, right? So we are going to look at some of those things again. I'll just do it with an example again, and we'll see how those things works. So like I said, you can click here to create a new chat. So let me just open my notepad and let me write a prompt there. So let's say um, yeah, let me use my academy as an example. We are preparing for a new cohort of software development students. So let's say that's what we want to do, and a client in creative data technologies reach out to me for this kind of stuff to create campaign that they can use to market or create awareness about their software development program that is coming up next month or by May. Then how do I start? I've told you always assign a role. In fact, the best thing you can always do is to assign a role. Assign a role first to ChatGPT so that it can assume that role and give you something based on that particular thing that you told it to do. Now, I'll just come here. I'll say assume the position of a professional social or content creator for now. Creative Data is an edtech startup kind of. So you can actually add that to it as well, so that you can get a response that will be specific to that particular business. So I'm just going to add it now. Assume the position. Please, can you see my notepad? Please, someone should just type yes if you can see my notepad. Okay, okay, yes, I think it's visible. It's visible. It's visible. All right. Startup. They okay. Assume the position of an edtech startup of a content creator for an edtech with. Please always add this part to it. It's always very important so that you can be sure that you've already positioned ChatGPT to give you the best of outputs with, you can say, over 20 years of experience. Over 20 years of experience creating content with creating content that converts, creating content, okay, creating content with 99% conversion rates. Yeah, when you are talking about conversion rate means that content that by the time people see it, it will actually grab their attention, and they will actually take action based on what is in that content. So if you put this, ChatGPT knows that what you want is you want the content that when people see it, they should just click, they should click on that particular link so that they can actually register for your that's for the training, or they should click on it and actually buy from you, or they should click on it and check your website or check your page based on the goal that you are running your campaign for. So this one is set already. Assume the position of a professional content creator for an edtech startup with over 20 years of experience creating content with 99% conversion rate. Now, let's go to the action. What do we want it to do? You can now say, I want you to generate 5 solid contents to create awareness about, let me split this. We are done with first. About our software development program for youths and secondary to for youth and secondary school students. Now, this training is only, sorry, please, I'm just using this as an example, and I'll just use it to explain some of the things that we did there. So you can see that this is a target audience for youths and secondary school students. Now, you can be specific again because our academy is at Ikorodu. Then you can now say in Ikorodu, Lagos. So you can be specific about it as well. So I want to generate 5 story contents to create awareness about our software development program for youths and secondary school students in Ikorodu, Lagos. The program is an 8 month program which will take them from zero to hero and professional developer. Now, okay, we can stop here and add the goal. Let's add the goal of the the goal of the campaign or the goal of the content that we want to send out. So the goal of this campaign is to drive conversions. Who will register for our program and will be willing to complete the program without dropping out. So you can see we've already defined the kind of people we want, youths and secondary school students, and we've added the location as well. So we are making it super rich again in Ikorodu, Lagos. Then the program is an 8 month program. We are not talking about the program, like we are telling it about the program. I would have even added more to this about the program, but let me just stop here about the program. Then we've added the goal. The goal of this campaign is to drive conversions. Who will register for our program and will be willing to complete the program without dropping out. All this little information that I'm passing here, it is going to assist in the output of ChatGPT. If I don't put it, you are going to see something. But then once you put it, it will define, how it is going to structure your content so that anybody that is saying it, or people that will actually sign up for your program will be people that are ready to complete the program. The way it is going to structure the content, it will put it in such a way that people that possibly, a large percentage of people that are not ready to complete the program are not going to actually apply, except somebody that just wants to, play with, sometimes people play with all these adverts. You just want to register and see if, and just see what people are going to do. But for those that are not playing with it, they will actually see a content that will resonate with them so that they can now click on it and actually register for the program. Let me just stop here. And before we take it to ChatGPT, let me now ask ChatGPT now as a professional. We've assigned a professional role to it. Even if you don't have much information to put in your content, you can now ask it now and say, you can tell it that you can first ask, do you understand? In fact, you can always do this every time because ChatGPT usually derails sometimes. You can tell it to do something, then it starts giving you something that is, a little bit off what you want. So you can always ask it this question, do you understand what I need from you as a professional? You can now say, if yes, I want you to suggest other informations. Okay, you can say, if yes, I want you to tell me if you need more information from me to achieve the goal above. Now, this is fine. You might be wondering which goal is that. You can see that we defined this goal here already. So you can also split this. The aim is just to ensure that you give ChatGPT enough information that it can work with so that it can give you the right output. But as you are doing that, always ensure that it understands what you want it to do for you. by asking in this question, do you understand what I need from you as a professional? If yes, I want you to tell me if you need more information for me to achieve this goal above. So let's paste it here quickly and see what it's going to give us. Then after this, I will show you another way you can use, I'll talk about another way you can use, you can create your, I'm very sure you can all see this too. You can see. So this way, you can understand that, okay, oh, this guy understands what I want to do. So you can see key content approaches. To achieve this, I will craft 5 solid content pieces that will address the pain points and aspirations of your target audience, showcase the benefit and opportunities of use storytelling and social. You can. I did not even tell you to do all these things. I did not tell you to do all these things. You can see have clear calls to action. It's you can see it's brought out all these things because to some extent, I have provided enough information about the program for it here. And you can see all these things. If you ask a professional content writer, these are the key ingredients that you must put in every content for it to be able to sell. So you can see I have clear call to actions for conversions. You can see I also mentioned conversion in my that's in my prompt, and you can see what it is telling me now. So additional information needed for maximum impact. You can see it is now asking me questions. You can see this thing is just as if you hire a professional, two of you are not talking, you are not discussing about what you need to do. You can see it's not to make the content even stronger. I need program details. Is it fully in person, hybrid, or online? Are there any fees or is it free? What specific skills will be covered? I'm very sure you can see all this. I don't want to start reading it so that it won't be boring. So, target audience clarity, you can see brand and positioning, call to action. Should I direct them? You can see this. You can see it is not asking me as if it's a, like normal human being or physical human being or a physical professional or somebody that I'm talking to. Say, should I direct them to a registration link, WhatsApp, or a physical location? Is there an application deadline? Once you provide this, I will generate 5 high converting content. Now, what you need to do in case you have or in case it is asking you something like this, all you just need to do is what? Answer all these things one by one. Now, you can say, you can come here now. Let me just show you an example because I'm not sure we can answer all these things so that I can show you what I want to show you. Like the other thing I want to show you again. Or let's see if we can actually, I'll just answer it quickly so that we can proceed. But I don't actually want to take our time. But let me just answer one. So one way you can answer these questions is you can say 1A. Anyhow you write it, this ChatGPT is very smart. Like this is an AI. It understands anything that you try to put it. Even if there's a mistake, it will try to link it, connect the dots, and take you back to what it should be, then give you the response that you need. So you can see 1A. You can see there's no 1A here, but you can label this first one as 1A. Then you can continue like that. It will be able to, grab whatever thing that you're trying to respond to it. If you say 1A, you can now say is it is fully in person. Go to 1B. Are there any fees? Yes, the fee is 400K. You can go to 1C. What specific skill will be covered? Yes, HTML, CSS, Java. So you can, what I'm just trying to show you here is that, because I don't want to waste our time, you need to answer all these questions. Believe me, if I should provide it with all these questions, if I should provide it with all these responses, I will try to, respond back and I will show you the results on the group so that you guys can see what this thing is going to actually, generate for us. That is the power of any AI. That is because along the line in the class, I'll be showing you a lot of AIs. Like we have a lot of AI. There are some AI that can generate PowerPoint for you. Some can generate images for you. A lot of AIs. Like we have AI outside there, and like it is very, very plenty. But then, if you want to make good use of all those AI, believe me, your onion, the best onion of your result or of your response is in your prompt. It is in your prompt. So that's that for this. I don't want to continue with this chat again. I'll answer it and I'll send it to you guys so that you guys can have a look at the response. We don't really have much time. Now, another thing I want to talk about is, let me start a new chat here. So even if you are using mobile, if you are using phone to actually do this, these are things that you see on your phone as well. So, but if you have any issue, please, one thing I've noticed is that most of us come to my DM to be asking me, some things. Let's drop it on the group so that others can benefit from it as well. The more question you ask, somebody else is also, or somebody else might be having that particular program, the particular issue. Then if I answer that question, another person can benefit from it, or even everybody can benefit from it. So please, let's try to ask any question you have on the group instead of coming to my DM, just to make whatever response that I'm going to give, benefit others as well. So that's that. Now, another thing I want to say is that, let's say, after the class, you successfully convince somebody that you are a social media manager, and you can manage their page and give them the best of conversion. You can generate content, that will be okay for them, that will at least engage their audience. Now, somebody now hired you. They said, okay, we are good with your sales pitch, and we actually want to hire you as our social media manager. Then let's start next week. Yeah, it's fine. What you need to do from them is that the first thing you ask them about their business. Like, talk to them, ask them about their business. Even if you don't know, now you can even come to ChatGPT. Like, that is just the funniest thing. Like, this ChatGPT is your friend. Like, just make it your friend. I mentioned this, or I talked about it in one of the programs I went to last year. Make ChatGPT your friend. Now, I was about telling you that you should ask them about the business, right? Now, let's say you ask them and they were not able to provide you much information. You can come to ChatGPT again. Sorry, let me just go back to the chat and use my notepad. You can say, I have I have just been employed as a social media manager by, let's say the company is Lettuce, Lettuce Business, or Lettuce Consulting. Lettuce Consulting. Now you can, please just be sincere with this AI. Don't, like, just be sincere with it. It's your friend that nobody can snatch from you. So be sincere with it. You can tell it that I am new to this role, but I want to deliver the job perfectly. Just be sincere with it. It will give you what you want. You cannot ask it, I don't want this one to be too long. I want you to tell me the questions I need to ask my employer to position me to position me as a professional in my field. Correct, and you are done. Let's see. Let's just try this out. Okay, this is not rich enough. I have been employed. Now you can see this one. We are not assigning a role here. Please, we are not assigning role here, because we just want to ask it a quick question. You get? So you can just tell it straight. Just ask it straight. Just be straight. Tell it all your concern, and it will give you a response. So you can say, I've just been employed as a salary consultant. Okay, I will. Please, you can add this too. I will be managing their Facebook and TikTok pages. I'll be managing their Facebook and TikTok pages, and the goal of, okay, and you can say, and I am charged with the responsibility to drive traffic to the pages, and consequently generate leads and sales. So I think this is at least a little bit rich for ChatGPT to understand the kind of person we are and what we want from it. Let me paste this here and see. Let's see. You can see to position yourself as a professional and ensure you're aligned. Now, on a call with your employer, you can quickly put this thing on ChatGPT and put all these questions in front of you. Believe me, if you are talking to an employer, like I'm telling you this from experience, if you are talking with these people, this guy I told you that he referred me, we spent almost, you know, I think we spent almost 30 minutes on the call, for me trying to defend what I know because somebody actually referred me to him as well. And now he's not referring me to another person. You can see how this thing can be. After working for the other guy, he might even refer me to, which is something I'm very sure it is going to happen. But then, we spent about 30 minutes. This is something I've been doing before, so I did not even have to come to ChatGPT to be asking it what to ask. But let's say since you are new to that is to this stuff now, and this is something you are doing newly, you can quickly open ChatGPT, like put this question there. Then you can now start asking your employer. Just imagine that you're asking your employer all these kind of questions. They'll be like, oh, this guy is serious, this guy is a professional, he knows what he's doing. Look at the questions he's asking us. They will not even know that you generated all these things with ChatGPT and nobody cares. As long as you can deliver what they want, that is it. So let us not waste time. I just have to show you this. It's a very quick to point, stuff you can do whenever you are with your whenever you are discussing with your employer. That's it. So let's say these people now finally gave you the job. That is what I want to talk about before I switch to that. Let's say they finally gave you the job. Now you can create a dedicated chat for that company, and that is what I did for creating it as well for my own chat because I have people doing all these things for me at the office. So, but I have my own personal chat as well in case I need things to generate that we need to use. So I can just test run and see and probably send it to them to actually take a look at it as well. You can create a dedicated page, like a dedicated chat for the particular business by creating a new chat. Then you now write the prompt. You can just come here and say, this chat will be for my business or my partnership with Lettuce Consulting. Consulting with Lettuce Consulting, and no other chat should no other chat should no other business chat should be here. In fact, you can even instruct it further and say, if I ask you question or help about another business on this chat, remind me. You can say, don't answer me, but remind me that I am not authorized to use this chat for any other business for any other business apart from Lettuce Consulting. Now you can still ask it again. Please always ensure that you ask ChatGPT if it understands what you are saying. You can say, is this clear? Is this clear and noted? You can ask it anyhow that translates to if it understands what you've said. Let's see. All right. Now it says understood. This chat is strictly for your partnership with Lettuce Consulting. Let me wind this. Let me just wind this. Let me just wind this chat now. Let me just wind this guy quickly and let me say, I want you, and let's see if it actually understands, to tell me about creative digital business. Yeah. Oh, Please, can you see this? You can see what he said. He said, this chat is strictly for your partnership with Lettuce Consulting. You are not authorized to discuss any other business here. Let me know how I can assist with. See, you have personalized this chat for that business only. And this is one thing you want to do. Because if you start, getting clients, managing your chat can be somehow. You can see all these chat that I have here. Like, you can see how long it is. Imagine that, I want to go to, like, just imagine I want to start looking for a particular chart that I've generated last year for a particular business. Because sometimes when you work for some businesses, they work with you for some time, depending on how financially strong they are. They can stop for some time and actually call you back again when they have money. So let's say somebody stopped their project and they now call you back again. It can be somehow hard to manage all these things you are seeing here. So that is why it's good to what? Personalize chat sometimes. Personalize the chat for a particular business. Now, let's say you now have a lot of charts after this part. How can you know the chart that this one is specific to? Or how can you find this chart later on? You can come to this place. I'm very sure you are seeing what I'm doing. Please. If you are not seeing, please let me know. I'm not actually seeing the chart, but I'm sure you can see it. It's not visible enough. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. All right. I think this should help now. I think this should help. So if after personalizing this chart for this business, you can now come here over on this chart. This is the chart. You can see Lettuce Consulting chart only. You can see it has even labeled it for you here. But sometimes it will not do that. And if it does not do that, then you can come here, click on these three dots, then click on rename. You can also share it. You can share this chat. So some of you that actually did the doc, I just want you to format it very well so that I don't need to be going through your chat on ChatGPT. That was why I said you should use a doc file. But then you can also share your chat with me, to see what you've done, or with your, well, that is with your friend. You don't want to show your clients that you're using ChatGPT. So I don't know, but I'm very sure that is not something you want to do. You don't want to show your clients the secret of your content. So that's fine. So you don't need to share. You can share with your friends, you can share with people on the group, you can share with me as well. But then what I want to show you here is that what you can rename it. You can see rename here. You can rename it. So I can name it, I can say my Lettuce business business chat. So this one is just by the way. I just had to show you this so that you can always organize your chart. You can see how plenty my chart is here. I've been using ChatGPT, like, I don't know, but then it's fine. And it's not only ChatGPT. You can say I showed you DeepSeek as well. I use DeepSeek, but not too much like that. So I think that's all that I want to show you guys. Besides the fact that you can also, I've taught you what you need to, like, I've showed you the formula. And I think the formula is a major thing. You'd have seen that even what we did today, I still made use of the formula, except this. Okay, where is it? This is for my partnership. Okay, except this one, you see. You can see, except this one, I did not actually assign a role because I want to instruct it. Now, if you want to actually move further on this chart, the next thing you should do on this chart, like if you are personalizing the chart, is to explain the business after knowing that ChatGPT understands that this thing is for a particular business. Explain the business in details. Explain it in details without using the role. So you can say Lettuce Consulting is into buying and selling of so thing. They are based in so place. Their target audience is so people, and they are looking to make between 5 to 10 million every month in revenue. They are looking to invest so amount on ads, and they are willing to give out free offer. Just put all those informations together. Those informations that, even if somebody is reading it, even if normal human being is reading it, they are going to understand, what Lettuce Consulting is doing. Then that should be the next thing you are going to place inside this place. Then you now ask ChatGPT again, do you understand what Lettuce Consulting is offering. Now, if it understands, it's going to tell you, and it will, probably give you a summary of what it understands about what you've told it. You get. Then you can now start telling it, okay, I want you to tell me, in fact, you can even tell it that I want you to create a proposal for this business that they can use to actually, source for funding or get funding from people that will fund them. You get. So you can just ask it any question again about that business, and it is going to actually give you what you want. So that is it. You can use it to create story, and you can use it to create anything. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is that, please, if you are submitting a content that is AI generated for somebody like me, I will know. If you just lift it from this ChatGPT and you put it in a document and you send it to me, or I see it, you paste it on my social media page, I will know. I am definitely going to know. It is not magic. It's because, I've worked well with the content. I know how the contents are very structured. I know how those things work. So I'm going to know. Now, the advice I will give you is that whatever content you generate from ChatGPT, ensure you read it, one, understand it, two, and edit it. Now, when I say edit it, I don't mean you should change all the wordings, but add your own touch to it. You get. Now, example is, let me see, this last post that I created, or the one I used, these things here. Let's say this one here, luxury shouldn't, you can add something to this. Oh, sorry, my flashlight is, oh, sorry, kindly give me a few minutes, please. All right, sorry, I know we are close to ending the call as well. So what I said is just that this place where you have luxury shouldn't be expensive. It should be smart. Invest in quality. Try to edit it. You can call. Sorry, sorry, please. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. I know. So luxury shouldn't be expensive. It should be smart. Yeah, you can look at this and say, I don't know, what can we rephrase this? Okay, let me just add small text here. You can say invest in quality wares that will make you look smart. This, at least you've tried to add something here just to differentiate it from what ChatGPT has given you. Please ensure you always do this. It's very important. Take your time. Don't just do garbage in, garbage out. It's very important, please. And I'm saying this because if you are working for people outside Nigeria, those guys are smart. Oh, I don't know if some of them are even here, but then I know we have people in UK amongst us. But and I'm very sure those people will be able to share with us. Those people are very smart, believe me. If you do something for them and they see what you've done, they can tell you, like, I don't know, they are so smart that they can detect a lot of things. If you use ChatGPT, some can even tell you that, hey, Mr. Man, you use ChatGPT. Why did you use it? That is if you did not even edit it and you are just giving them directly based on what you got. So I'm just telling you all these things. I'm telling you from experience, like it is something I have experienced before. So you should know how to deal with people, and you should know how to package yourself, like know how to package yourself, because this thing you are using, ordinarily, if there is no ChatGPT, it can take you weeks to sit down and even craft this small thing here. It will take you weeks to sit down, craft it. And maybe by the time you craft it, you send it to the business owner. The person will have a look at it. Does this thing match, the tone of our business? Can this thing actually be put on our business page? Because nobody wants something that will, jeopardize their business. They want something that will assist, something that will, portray their business, better than their competitors, products or whatever services that their competitors are offering. So you should always learn to be smarter than ChatGPT. And the only way you can be smarter than it is not by writing the content, but by what? Taking what it has given you, edit it, and ensure you update it to have a human touch. That's it. And I think that is the last thing I want to talk about on ChatGPT. So we are going to be using ChatGPT a lot. By the time we do Canva in the next class, I will show you how to connect, how to use some of all the contents that you create on ChatGPT. Use it on Canva to generate a lot of images that you can use to accompany your text when you are working on somebody's social media page. So you can design flyers, you'll be able to design flyers, you'll be able to design carousel that you can use on somebody's social media page if they have actually employed you. So once you are done with this class, in fact, starting from next week, you can, oh, sorry, that's not next week. Pardon me, sorry. I think that's in 2 weeks' time. Next week, we'll be talking about article writing and we'll still be using ChatGPT. So we have a lot of work to do next week. And you can see it's just that one thing that we have for next week because it's a whole lot. I will teach you in a way that by the time you start doing all these things, you can, believe me, you can offer your services to anybody, whether a local client or a foreign client. So that's it. And I think I'll just stop here. If you have any question, please let me know. And for those for those that don't know how to use Google Doc, if you are using your laptop, just open a new tab. If you have your Gmail opened already, open a new tab, click here. Okay, and search for doc. This is it here, doc. This is it, doc. If you click on it, you are going to see the window where you can now create a new document. So click on this blank document. Please, this part is just for those that don't know how to use doc because I received messages like that. I was not actually available. Paste your content here. You can name it here, and sorry, when it's fully loaded, you are going to see share here. So this share button, whatever thing you put here, just then you can send it to me. That is, or you drop it on the group. That is how to do that. So I'm done now. Please, if you have any question, let me know if you have questions, and we can actually end the call. Yeah, thank you so much for those that have submitted their assignments. I'm very happy you guys actually did that. So yeah, let's keep the fire burning so that we can actually do more. Because honestly, that is the only way you guys can encourage me to continue to do this. If you are not doing your assignments, I might not be encouraged. So please, if you have any question, let me know so that we can wrap up the class. Okay, and before the question comes in, the second video or the third video I'm supposed to drop this week is available, but the instructor did not add example, like it did not show example, it did not show a practical example, and that is why I have not posted it. So once it's sent, I have told him to assist us with a practical example. I don't want you guys to just have a theoretical knowledge of this of that particular thing, which is how to write proposals for businesses. So once he sends the practical example, I'm going to attach it to the video he sent. Then I'll upload it to YouTube for you guys to actually watch. So yeah, any question? Please, if there's no question, no is also an answer. Let me know so that we can end the call quickly. It's 10 p.m. already. No is also an answer. If there's no question, are we still on the call? Are we still on the call? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I think, all right. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining as well. I appreciate you guys for, taking out of your busy schedule to attend the live class. Then, honestly, I'm committed to, putting everything I know together to assist you all to get, I just want to put everything together and ensure I give it out for people that are willing to take action. Believe me, I'm with you, and we're going to see how to end this successfully. So thank you so much. Since we don't have any question, we can actually end call. If you have any question, even after now, please ensure you drop it on the group. Drop it on the group. Yes, you can send me a DM, but I want it to be on the group so that my response can be useful for others as well. So thank you so much. Let me not take much of your time. This is 10:02. I really appreciate you guys. I'll let you guys know when the other video is ready, and let's get prepared for Monday or Tuesday when the video for next week will be released. So thank you so much and have a wonderful night rest. Bye.